This third case of religious intolerance happened in 2019. In the face of the reports made by the Kuñangue Aty Guasu, the whole of Brazil had access to the video where a Nyandisi is beaten at knife point next to her daughter, and both are tortured by 6 men and 1 woman, followers of the Pentecostal Church. In what follows, we describe the scenes that took place, which were filmed and shared by the indigenous communities and organizations. Torture against 2 women. There is an alleged accusation of witchcraft against a brother of one of the believers who is wearing a lilac t-shirt, a style traditionally worn by believers of the Pentecostal Church. He appears first in the video. The man wearing lilac says, "What was it that your mother dropped in the water?" "She dropped nails in the water. After dropping them, my brother's legs seemed to be on fire." The voice of a woman speaking in the background. "One side of his leg is already healed." He continues, "We've been good to you, otherwise we would have already gotten a knife to behead you. You like your family, I like my brother, my mother, and my relatives just like you do. You know, my sister," as he places his hands on the head of the woman with a striped t-shirt tilting her head backwards, "that your mother does this and you deny it." The woman in stripes defends herself. "If my mother does that, of course I would tell you." The man continues, "She said you work with her." The woman defends herself again. "She's lying." The man turns to the woman in blue and says, "You told me, Señora, that this woman here works with you, and my brother saw that there are 3 of you. She ties up the head and you place the blindfold on the eyes." The man in a black t-shirt, cap, and sunglasses enters the conversation and says, "Who is this person? Who is this person? There are 3 people. Where are they?" The woman in blue being pressed to answer, "I do not know who it is. I don't know who it is." Another woman in the back answers, "It is a little old man that is always blindfolded. Must be her husband." The man wearing formal clothes and a white shirt says, "The one who lives close to her house. Who is the person that lives close to your house?" The woman in blue responds, "But there is no one living close to my house." The man in the white shirt continues, "It is not the one close to your house, it is next to the house of the brother." The man in the white shirt insists, "There is your partner. There is your partner." The man in the black t-shirt claims, "After midday, you will have confessed a little. You can confess if you love your life." The man in black continues, tell us everything so you can go and drink tereré, go home at ease, and so that those who are sick can be cured." Many voices pressure the 2 women. A man's voice in the background says, "Who here has a knife? I'll take their ears off." At that moment, the man in the white shirt with a big machete in hand comes forward and stands in front of the woman in blue, pointing the machete at her and says, "Who is the other person?" The woman in blue with no defense says, "I don't know the name. I don't know who that is." The man in the white shirt threatens her, taking the machete in the direction of the woman's neck as if going to behead her, and the woman in blue answers, "Amelia." The man in the white shirt points to the woman in stripes and says, "She also works for you?" The woman in blue responds, "No," and the man in white, "And who is your other daughter?" The people in the background say, "But who is Amelia? Amelia or America?" A female voice in the background says, "Why are you telling things wrong? You are lying. Tell the truth." Another woman in a yellow dress says, "Is there someone who lives close to your house that is called Amelia?" The woman in blue responds, "Yes." At that moment, another man in a yellow t-shirt says to the woman wearing stripes, "And do you also work? Confess that you do work as well." He touches the knife to the neck of the woman in stripes, pressing her, and hits the left side of the woman's back with the machete, saying, "Tell me, do you work too? I don't like to insist. I don't have patience. Do you work too?" And the woman in stripes, cornered, "I do not work." And the man in a yellow t-shirt continues, "And how come the man who is sick saw you all? It was you that he saw." Another woman's voice in the background says, "She's like that. She's not going to tell." And the man wearing a yellow t-shirt says, "She is like that. She's not going to confess." Another female voice in the background says, "Behead her already."